And again, among the victims, two Western doctors and their two children. Two doctors, Michael Groff and Joyce Sainin, were traveling with their daughter, Corinna Groff, and her boyfriend, James Santoro, who Corinna met at MIT. Also on the plane was their son, Jared, and his partner. Corinna and Jared were both athletes in college. Corinna played soccer at MIT and was named the NCAA's Woman of the Year back in 2022. Jared went to Swarthmore College, where he played basketball. Both were also graduates of Weston High School. Our team coverage continues now with Boston 25 News reporter Jim Morelli live at Norwood Airport. Jim, the specific plane model they were flying in has seen some safety issues.
It has, Rachel. This aircraft grew out of a need for jet-like performance at a turboprop price, and it actually sold well during its production run, which ended in 1986. But it became apparent that flying the Mitsubishi MU-2 was not as easy as some pilots thought.
The control surfaces on the Mitsubishi MU-2 are slightly different from your typical general aviation aircraft.
But Anthony Brickhouse, an associate professor of aerospace safety, says that does not mean the MU-2 is inherently an unsafe aircraft.
Rarely does an accident happen because of one specific thing. It's typically multiple causes that lead to an accident.
And so, Brickhouse says, investigators will be looking at all possibilities in Sunday's crash.
They will look into the weather, they will look into the training records of the pilots and their experience. They will take a look at the airport, air traffic control.
And they will be looking into the plane. The MU-2, introduced in 1963, is a fast, high-performance turboprop that became popular because of its speed, low cost, and minimal runway length requirements. But over the years, the MU-2 has racked up a number of fatal incidents. In the last 25 years alone, 37 of them, in which 72 died. Proper pilot training emerged as key to safely flying the plane.
Well, usually it's either pilot error or it's mechanical error.
Stephen Berube is a general aviation pilot from Plymouth. He says there's a big difference landing a plane with high wings, such as the MU-2, versus an aircraft with low wings.
If you're flying a high wing, you get what's called a ground effect, but it takes a long time to feel that until you get closer and closer to the runway.
That can make it a bit more challenging, he says, to achieve a smooth landing. Now, in 2008, the FAA adopted a rule called SFAR 108, and what this did was it mandated that pilots had to have extra training to fly the Mitsubishi MU-2, and it had results. After 2008, there were only 8 crashes involving the MU-2 in the United States. Before that, back to 2000, there were about 3 times that number. Live in Norwood, Jim Morelli for your local station, Boston 25 News.